Programming is art, right? I don't know. I Programming. I've been putting it under programming, but it's really just assigning it to a game called Programming Factory. It's probably not the best category. I don't know. I don't know what for Twitch is the best game category or game topic. So it's art, I guess. I don't know. Is there a technology one? I don't really know. So here I am. Here I am once again, trying to make some tweaks and changes and trying to get some. That's weird. It's going on top or to the bottom. Should probably make it go to the top of both, right? But see, now I got a football showing you who's got the ball. See? Do 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 do. It's going. It's not consistent in any way, shape, or form, but it is going to both sides. It is alternating when the teams alternate. So I don't know if there's something wrong with my scoring or is it because so far for the last few times I've run this, the team on the right gets all the points. So I've obviously got something wrong. Quick pass, running back, 5 yards. In the end zone, 25-yard line, handoff, run off, 2 yards. Quick pass, 2 yards. Punter kicks, handoff, short 2, running back, main one. Punter, quick pass for 8. I'm looking to see if there's any extra point is no good. I don't even know how he did that because there was no touchdown. So, but see, all the points are going to one side of the board. So something's a little weird going on here. All okay. So I got some quirks. I'd like to reduce the number of plays, which it probably isn't that far off from reality because I think you can have easily over 100 and some plays. And I'm getting in that range. Problem is, you can see all my scores are going to one side, and I don't think that's normal. There's something wonky going on with my scores. So first, let's fix my image. I put one before and one after, but as it turns out, I don't know why it's landing like that. I meant to go before and after, but they're landing in. Is it because my span? It's probably my span size of the cell, but I kind of like it landing on top. I think that works pretty good. So we'll just put it on top. That makes it a nice center spot. So make my code consistent too. So all right, so we got a football going back and forth between the two. That's kind of cool. I don't have any timeout system going, so don't need to do that. I will try now to figure out why only one team is getting a score when scores happen. I'm pretty sure it's not working. I'm sure. No kidding, it's not working. I'm pretty sure that the problem is not related to one team only scoring. So I'm either only assigning them to the same team. So team 1 gets team 1 plus. Team 1 scores. Team 2 gets team 2 plus team 2 scores. And team 2 is getting all the... Team 2 gets scores when it's positive and it's team 2. And it's negative, it's team 1. And then here team 2 gets it when it's team 1 negative. And when it's positive, team 1 gets the scores. So we're definitely getting the teams. So I think I'm going to have to break on a score again and try to track who's getting the points. We are running through an entire game, which is nice. I do have a yet to try to figure out why, like my background image here, I obviously have that not working right. How to put an image in the background of a cell. Because I have another image I want to stick in here. TD style. CSS. I probably should do it during CSS. Is what I really should do. CSS and Tailwind. It's time for me to really start moving over to stop doing the basics and start moving things into like the places they're supposed to be. That's kind of my next goal. I wanted to get it fully functional, which is almost is, but I would like to kind of iron out some of these last bugs and quirks, and then I'm going to start going into other functionalities. But I just want to pretty it up a little bit. One of the things I'd really like to do is have a marker moving up and down the field so we can see where the ball is. I haven't figured out the best way to do that. I'm thinking it's just an image on a cell that I'm thinking it's an image on a cell and then have it move, pixels, have it left pad the number of pixels to push it over. Yeah, it's like I need to go like I'm not totally sure the best way to do it. First, I need a football field. I need a football field down that actually has some yard markers, and then try to figure out how to get that down. Background, let's see, CSS style, JSX. If I'm doing it in JSX, this is the way it says I should do it. Set an image in background of a TD element. You can use inline style CSS to apply a background image. So if I go here, and put this in my cell. We'll go ahead and stick this in my cell down here. This is the one that's got all this stuff. And it's gonna have, all right, so I'll just go like this, I guess. And the width, oh, you can do height too. Probably should. For now, we're gonna leave it as the width center, width 100. I don't even know if I need. Background size. If you want the entire image to fit within the cell without cropping, background size contain. If you want the image to cover the entire cell but maintain its aspect ratio, possibly cropping some parts. Background size cover. Okay, so that's fine. We'll go with cover. Background no repeat. Background position center. And then width. Background image. Okay, so if I do this, how would I use an image source, or should I stick to the URL? I know, sometimes I kind of ask just questions because I'm curious if there's more than one way to do things. Oh, okay. Background image from, and then so it's URL. Okay, it's URL, and then it's the, okay. So on my link here, I would go URL, and then take this guy, and go $, squiggly braces, and the image is called scoreboard banner. It's probably, oh, that's actually a different thing. Come to think of it, I don't have a football field. I have a scoreboard banner. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a football field. Let's go see what the world has for me. I tried AI with this the other day. It's kind of flaky. I gotta go look for images of a image of football field. If I say clip art, it'll be less detailed. It won't be hyper realistic, because then you'll get stuff like this, which is a little bit more manageable. I was kind of hoping sort of for a side view, though. Kind of a side view, angled side view. Something not so... I mean, I guess this could work. It is very... very clean. Now this one here could really hit me. I could really hit the precision, right? It's got hash marks at every 5 yards. I mean, that's like... I could try to just have a football moving up and down that field. That's kind of cool. Let's see what else we got here. I thought about completely side view that just has little hashes on the side. The football just goes back and forth. But see, these above views are kind of cool. So I kind of like that one, but that one's a little too harsh of an angle. It would be hard to follow. And then the angle is diagonal, which is problematic too. What if I go with something like this would be cool, and then if I could put, I got these visions in my head of doing like getting another football image that's vertical, or touchdown like this one here, and but just blank, and then just having the touchdown text, and whenever there's a score, have that text show up. The image that appears there, but it would have to be I'd have to stick it in as a table so I can manipulate the table somehow, put it in the background of the table. So all the cells within the table are fully manipulatable. Manipulatable. I kind of like one with hash marks. But do I want the hash marks to be strongly defined or just like lightly defined? I mean, this one's kind of good. It's got a lot of good numbers. That one's super tight. This one might be like the best one, I think, one of these. And then if I put like a touchdown thing over the top. Download high quality football field clip art, aerial. All right, let's try this. We will download, save. Wait, did I do that right? Now these might be lower quality because I'm not actually going. Let's see, what happens if I click on this? A lot of times you go there and then you can't get it because it costs $10 bajillion. It says royalty free, so. Yeah, that might work. I'd have to kind of figure out what the size of it is, because I don't want my, yeah, only problem with it is it's got a border. I don't like the border. I mean, I guess I could set the width of the thing and then do a cut and then just try to make the cell size the size of my football field so it cuts off all the extra. And then I have to figure out the tricky part of moving a football up and down the field. It would be relatively close because I'd have to take this part somehow and turn it into the range of the field, and then whenever I go 1 or 2 yards, I have to divide it by 100 and move it pixel distances up and down the field. And then I think when we pad, we do it with a padding, possibly pushing the image to one left side or the other. And then I think when you're going left or right, you pad from the other direction, so you get a nice result. First, let's get a football field onto the field. Let's just get it on there and see what that looks like. Let's go back and take another quick look at what my other football field options are. That one's I don't know if I like the green border on it, because that just means it's something I have to doink with. I kind of prefer something a little cleaner, a little less extra. Like, oh, that one doesn't have that much less, but it's not as nice. I mean, it's very succinct. This is cool, but that's not a whole field. It's only that's like I would like something like that. I want something to look hyper realistic like that. That's 100, and then I could have my football field, my football moving up and down back here. But I need a whole field. That's not a whole field. How do I get a whole field that looks cool like that? That's a nice one. I really want one like that. That's so pretty. There's another one. It's not the full image though. That one's too much of an angle. Football field. Alright, let's try not clip art. Eek. When you do this, you're going to start getting all kinds of weird stuff. Football field above you, but this is probably not good. Alright. You convinced me. You convinced me. It's time to get soccer off of there. American football field. Enough soccer, guys. This is not soccer. Stop trying to steal our school. We don't have an alternate name in the U.S. It's football. You have an alternate name. It's soccer. You soccer. Stop trying to steal the only name we have. Besides, yours is football. Why do they count the English translation is not football. Soccer. I know. I'm being... What is it? Jerky? Anti-soccerist? I don't know what that is. Alright. Guess I don't have it. There's not a cool... That one's cool. I would love to have that one. That's like a 3D one, but I need one that I would need it rotated slightly and turned just slightly upward. That's kind of cool, though. If I had that one facing the right way, I would take that one. That's a nice one. I want a raster image that I can turn. Oh, that's cool, man. That would be perfect. Of course, it has these weird end zones. End zones aren't supposed to have hash marks, but besides that problem, it is kind of a cool image. Is there like a more like this option? Sometimes you can click on them and it'll be more like, you get more like this. That one's not terrible, but again, it's only part of a field. I need a whole field all the way to the end zone. I don't want to have to be trying to move weird diagonals. It has to be a full-on side view. I guess this one could work. What does that one look like? That one's kind of cool. I might be able to make that work. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to get my touchdown thing in there, but moving a football up and down on it might be kind of workable. Because really, you just pick a zone and you divide it by 100, and then you move it fractionally. Now, what I'd probably end up doing is splitting this, having the top part be like the text, and then the bottom part would be the field, and then I just move the football on the bottom half, so that I can divide by 100, and it would be pretty much right on these hash marks. That's kind of my thought. I could do it by thirds and push a third up here and a third down here, and then I would be able to put it in the middle one, divide that by about 100, and we should be good there too. But I still think it's all doable. I could be just making it more difficult on myself. I should just pick one that's easy like that. Well, easy is relative. Again, it's not like, what is easy? Does soccer have these dots, these things going in it? Because, oh no, it is 10, 20, 20, 10. Oh, okay, so I guess that's right. Oh, that one, there you go. That's one I want. That one's cool, but it has hash marks in the end zone. I don't like hash marks in the end zone. That's not a... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Is there no end zone? Oh, there's no end zone. Unless you count this area, which is not really an end zone. Goalposts are supposed to be behind the end zone, aren't they? I mean, they used to be in the front, which was a stupid thing they did way back when they first started playing the game. But it's not normal now. The days of that silliness. That one's kind of nice. That one has an end zone. I don't know if I could blow it up to the right size if I stretched it out. But the problem is, those hash marks are really weird. They're really tiny. I don't think it's going to work. I mean, it's not a bad looking field. Alamine. This one's got watermark in the middle of it. I don't blame people for watermarking. They're protecting their images, but it don't work for me. That one's got a big old honkin' stuff. Blah. Alright, I need to go with something from somebody else, I guess. Guess it's too much to ask for the perfect image if I didn't make it myself. I just thought a 3D one would be cooler. And this one wouldn't be so bad, but it's again, it's front facing. I mean, I understand. I'm so picky. That's the problem. I have a pickiness problem. I want a side view. Some of those side views are like almost perfect, almost perfect. So would it be better just to have 3 images, one with football already written in those sides? Oh, you know what? I guess I could edit the video on, then just make it into a, and then make it into a trapezoid, which will make it look like it's tipped sideways. No, that'll just look like a sideways I need to actually try to rotate the image backwards. I don't know if you could do that. Can you rotate an image in a forward backwards position according to you know, like in a photo draw or something like that? I've never tried that. I know you can rotate them left and right. I don't know if you can rotate them back and forth. That's a weird looking one. That's an AI right there. That's AI driven. Numbers are all over the place. It doesn't know what to do with them. All right, let's go try something. This is gonna be for the fun. I don't know why. I really just want an image on here, but I'm being picky now because it's never just an image, right? I need an image of a football field. Now this is gonna be tough because AI doesn't know about hash marks and how they work. With an aerial side view with hyper realistic style. Let's see what this does. I don't know how many things I have. Powered by Dolly 3. Nope, nope. I mean, yeah, I mean, no. Just the field. No other features. And looking at it from the 50 yard line. I bet you it's not better. I don't think it's yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Yep, didn't do anything. And that's apparently the AI is like, what the heck is a 50-yard line? Like, I don't want a 50-yard line. I'm just gonna go with this. Maybe it's closer. It was kind of sort of close with that one ish, but yeah, you're not gonna get anyway. Or you could say a rectangle with 100 yards worth of hash marks. I don't know. With yeah, I don't even know how you would get it to. Some of these are cool. I kind of like the idea of the floating one. I mean, these just look cool, and they would be great for me to move my football up and down on. I just wish that these things didn't have key elements in them that were bugging me, like hash marks in the end zone. Okay, let's maybe that one. That one has touchdown in the end zone, though. I don't want that. This is close, but I don't want touchdowns in the end zone. I want them empty. Dude, that one actually looks like a field. It might even be a field, but it's soccer. All right, well, I think I have to just take one. It's not what I wanted. It's not 3D, but they don't really have the perfect 3D option here. Sheesh. So the question is, what's a perfect flat one now? Is there a perfect-ish flat one? Guess kind of that one. Kind of like that one. It's kind of fuzzy though, huh? Is it fuzzy or is that just because of the grass? Because if I blow it up, that's going to get kind of choppy looking. Probably can't use that one. It has to be refined enough that when I blow it up, it's not going to look broken. That one's not too bad, but it's got image things all over it. Watermarked all over the place. It's kind of cool though. Might be good for my prototype. Still think it'd be better if it was tilted just a little back. But I can't get it to go looking back. I don't know. I don't know the better way. That one's not bad. What's this guy? Like that bottom one right there. That's kind of aerial view I want. Oh, that one's nice. Oh, it's bad. I don't like the hash marking. Hash marking is kind of sucky. That one's not terrible, but I'd have to... Free download. That is pretty good. And it's pretty big too. I'd have to chop it though, because it's 2 images. I really only want the bottom one. Fine. These aren't really always what you think either. You say free download. Attribution required. What does that mean? Means I have to say the provided by Designer X6. All right, Designer X6. I don't mind doing that if I ever actually go out. I mean, want more downloads? No, I'm good, thanks. Where'd it go? Hello. My download folder didn't pop up. Extract all. Easy. JPEG. See, I think I have to open this just to cut it up. Open with... Let's just open it with... Oh, I don't know, photos? Sure. Because I have to crop it off. And we need to go... Okay. Edit. What time is it? Oh, it's already 9:30. I tell you, man, these days go so fast when I'm trying to do things lately. It's like I feel like I never have enough time. All right, so we're gonna crop this guy. We're gonna try to do this with this image here. Here we'll save options. Save as copy. And then we will put this guy, blah, 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 into my Git repo, football simulator, source, resource, images, and top down, side view, football field. Okay. Now we close that and we go over here and we go to our source and we go, oh no, and we go over to, oh no, actually we go here. We go control home and we say image. And we say football field, and it's going to be top down side view football field. Here. It should be what it's called. Top down side view football field. Yep. And then we got to go football field. We go all the way down to the end here. Whoops. And we go put this in here. Now, I want this thing to be mega long. Oops, I put this in the wrong spot. This whole thing is supposed to be oops, that's supposed to be a line equals center, and this one is width equals, I don't even remember what this is supposed to be, 100. Oh, no. Right. And this is supposed to be over here. And this guy's going to try to be as long as the entire upper row. So that's what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 900 wide? Because it kind of has to be wide because it's a big wide football field. Height? I don't know. We'll see what 100 says. We'll say cover right now. I could probably do 200 here just to get a little bit more width. Let's see what it does. And are we okay? Well, I'm gonna get double checked. Is this syntactically correct? You know, get myself some what do you call it? Code review. Code snippet is almost correct, but there are a few points to check for clarity. Best practices. Here's the corrected version. A valid syntax for using. Okay, so background image, cover. What did he do that's different? No repeat, center, width, height. Okay, and then it's stuck in the colons, and then I have call span. Call span should be 8 on that. Okay, and it's got to be a squiggly braces. That seems different. And then align center. That's not much of a change. That's all. That was the only thing it had to call out. I did pretty good. I'm not even sure why it has to be squiggly braces like that. It's kind of weird, but failed. Guess we'll see. Other than that, it looks okay. All right. Control S. Now let's go ahead and let's do some git bashing, or what do you call it? Some compiling. So the goal here is to try to just start getting a little prettiness going, right? I got to start making things a little more svelte, a little bit more clean, maybe even eventually have this chopped up in a way that I can put it on the background of it. I might maybe even put a table under here instead and put this in its own table and then format it separately. I don't know, just so that I can chop up my football field and move things on it. We'll see how it's. I'd like to be able to come up with a way to put the cells. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to change the image, and I'm going to make two copies, one with the touchdown on the right, one on touchdown on the left, and then display the one whenever a score happens. Maybe even, I don't know, come up with a way to do a dotted line with a football. And so it looks like it's kicking a field goal. I don't know, man. It'd be kind of cool. I'm getting all these ideas in my head, and I think a lot of them are doable. But the question is, how much time do I want to spend on the visuals? Visuals are what I can use to kind of make it look better as I start to try to bring it into a state of usability. But I guess we're gonna find out, you know. So I've been trying to think of the logistics and practicality of how I can turn it into a multi-user accessible website. So I'm thinking I would have to I'm not sure. I wonder if I mean, I don't know for sure how React would handle it. Like if I browse the website and someone else browses to the website, is it always showing? See, I think it's gonna have to be unique URLs. I'm gonna have to give it a way to give each person their own URL. So when they go there, they log in, it gives them their own URL. And therefore, their game is not interfering with someone else's game. Because if it was on the homepage, everybody's going to see the same homepage, right? So they would all get to the same thing. So if I wanted to sell someone their own URL, they could log in, and I'm thinking about giving it away as a Patreon thing, where they can go on themselves and play with it, help me test it, or just fiddle with it their own way. They wouldn't be able to fiddle with the code, but they could fiddle with the site. As I continue to add more features, they could tell me what they think, that kind of stuff. And they can input, and because eventually I'm going to start adding coaching modules, so you could tweak stuff. So if they're logged in, they can tweak their own games. Let's see what this does. Oh, did we get a bunch of errors? Is that what that is? Oh, import image. Module not found, can't resolve. What happened? Can't resolve. Okay, so I obviously did something wrong. Oh, I think that's a JPEG. Is that the problem that I'm trying to reference it? Football field. I think that's JPEG. I don't know why I put it as PNG, but I'm pretty sure it's a JPEG. Yeah. Oh, I guess I don't need that right now. I don't know if that'll compile or not. We'll find out in a second. If it's still up, module not found. What do you mean module not found? What module? Messages module not found. Dot source app component game result.jsx. Can't resolve. Oh, it might just be that I need to compile it. I just stop it and compile it. I don't see anything here unless next image doesn't exist. But I don't think that's it because I think I already tried doing this without with next image. So all I did was add something, so we should be okay unless I syntactically broke something. No, I think we're okay. Syntax looks good.
Looks good, Ken. I think you're good to go. Let's go ahead and load this puppy right on up and see if we got us a engine worth of working, man.
It's showing me an import football field. Yeah, that's the one it's complaining about.
It's not a thing, man. Gotta make it a thing. But I blew up because I have to close this because it's dumb and it doesn't know how to work when that's open.
Gurgly murgly, I gotta remember to do that. always forgetting that piece. A lot of stops and starts and stops and starts, and I have to build after everyone, so it's like, I mean, not everyone, but most. Error, no duplicate props allowed. What? Error, what? Duplicate props? What do you mean? What duplicate props? Failed to compile. Wait a minute. What duplicate props? Scoreboard, football, offensive play, defensive play, image scoreboard, football field. What are the duplicate props? Where am I doing a duplicate props? Where do you think? Oh, did I do it twice down here when I was doing this? Image, repeat, position, width, call span, line. Oh, do I? Yep, I have a line in here twice. There. And here we go again. So you see the warnings about the React hooks. It's kind of weird the way React is. It says, hey, you reference these things. Anytime they change, if you want them to do something, you have to put them in here. But I'm like, I don't want them to do anything. I just want to read them in their state that they're in. Stop trying to make me do stuff I don't want to do. Now you can put in a comment right before the line and say, ignore ESLint or something, and it'll stop pestering you about that item. Basically, it just wants you to acknowledge that that you knew about it and you don't want to do it. It's kind of like signing the waiver. It's like, I get it. It's a problem. And I accept my responsibilities for it being problematic. Should it? That just don't blame ESLint. We told you, you threw it out the window. Ultimately, I do like the way this came out much better. Just the way it lays out on here. Okay, so we do have my little football here, and it is bouncing around, but what we don't have is my background image. It did get bigger because I made the area bigger, but what I don't have is a background image. So, and again, my scores are all going, I still haven't solved the why my scores are all going to one side problem. Every time someone scores, it's all, oh look, Denver got a score. I don't know how that happened, but it's only two. They get the safeties, So something I'm doing, like the safeties go to the left, everything else goes to the right. So I definitely have a logic break in how my scores are coming up. I had a game earlier. It was like 40-6, and all the points went on the right but there was 3 safeties, and they all went to the left. So definitely, there's something about how I'm accumulating my scores, and they're not quite coming out the way I want them to. Okay, so I'm not sure why my images aren't showing up though. It's a little bit of a thing. So let's I already know there's a problem there. I was just trying to get my pretty and imaging. All right. Let's see here. So I put all right, well, let's go talk to ChatGPT, see if it could tell me what I'm doing wrong here. Why might my football field background not be showing up on render? Maybe it can tell me. ChatGPT will. Oh well, that's because you're an idiot and you went ahead and did this all wrong. But I am a robot and I have no problem with your being an idiot. I'll just tell you how to fix it. Maybe next time you'll be less idiotosity. You'll display less idiotosity. Alright. Alright, I'll be rendering for several potential reasons. Your gamers don't come by. Let's debug systematically. Next.js image imports issue. Next.js import football field files in the public folder are handled by a proper loader. If isn't the public folder incorrectly configured, the image won't. Solution: move the image to the public directory and refer to it directly. What? No, it should be fine. I know it's fine because my other images shows up. Well, it is in the same folder as the football image, and that one works perfectly. Alright, background usage. Dynamic background image styles in React can sometimes fail if the URL path isn't properly resolved and the import doesn't map correctly. Verify that football field resolves to a valid URL by logging it. Okay, I can do that. Ensure it prints a valid URL that your router can load. If not, fix the import path. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Image optimizes conflicts. Using image from next image could interfere with static image paths for background image. Solution: avoid mixing image for inline styles with a static passage. Oh, you know, I wonder if these two guys are bouncing off each other. I mean, I don't even know if this one works. And that one's on the entire div. Let's take that one out. That could possibly be part of it. You know, they're bouncing off each other. The div has a background, and the table that's behind the div, that could have something to do with it. I kind of want this, but I'm going to put it behind this other stuff if I can get it working. Oops, what did I do?
What did I do, man?
Expected blah got blah. No, here, let's just take this out. There, now you can't complain about that. I don't know what your problem is, but it's not there no more. Alrighty, I did it again. I hit my limit on my time. Time goes so fast when you're having fun. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into... That's actually going into the past, isn't it? Doesn't time go into the past? You're slipping into the future. Time is going into the past. So as time goes into the past, you go into the future. Right? Right? Sure. Sure. That's not a brain break, right? That's fully 100% makes sense. Time ticks away. You move further into the future. Because you're going. You're there. You're always there. Wherever you are, you're there. That includes in time. Nope, still didn't work.
Darn snarbits! Darn snarbits! Why are you being a turkey butt?
My football's bouncing around with no problem. Why is my background of my football field not showing up? Maybe there's some syntactical reason? Resources. Oh, stop with the left side, right side getting all the scores. There's something going on there. Let's see. I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think syntax matters at all, but I did type this manually, so let's go make sure I'm not mistyping something. Looks the same. And I know football works, so it's in the same folder. Resources, images, and it is football field. Guess I can just tap that guy out for now. And I mean, don't know what to say then. Why isn't it? Because it's a background, so our text should sit right on top of it, right? I mean, theoretically, right? Huh. What did it say? Check to see that it's going to a proper URL. How can I do that? Where can I do that? Just go right here, maybe? Console.log. What was it? Football field? I don't think that's, I didn't do that quite right, I don't think, but console. Oh, it is kind of close. It's almost right on the money, honey. Except I spelled it with an E or without an E. So that's not going to be right. Alright, let's just see where that goes. Inline style solution. Inspect the table cell in the browser developer tools to confirm if the background image style is applied. If not, increase specificity or use important. Really? Next.js image optimization conflicts. Use image from next image. Could interfere with the static image paths. I don't have any static image paths. Browser caching. Your browser might cache the previous build, preventing the image debug checklist. I'll have to go look. I mean, I guess we'll have to see what my log says about it existing. Debugging steps. Replace the football image reference with the football field to test. Except those are totally different size images. I guess that's an option though. Just put football field in my football spot and see what it does. Ew. I have a little football field. It wouldn't be a... Well, I mean, it is tiny. I guess it would just be making it small. I guess I could try that. It's kind of weird, but... We'll just put it here. No, we have to put it on this side because that's the only side that... Oh no, we always have one. All right, let's do this. Kind of weird, but we'll do it. That'll prove that if football's right, then football field has to be right. And if football field is right, showing up there, then it's... something's wrong with it down here. Could be an image issue, right? I mean, is it just doesn't like the spot I'm putting it in? Doesn't fit, so it doesn't want to be cropped? I don't know. Ew! What happened, man? Oh, did I have this open when I compiled? Oops. Yes, the ERPM, or EPREM, or EPRM, whatever. All right, 955. This is a good stopping point. I mean, hopefully this would render here. This is a small thing. I don't even know what did I accomplish here. I made it wider. Oh, I put the football on it, so now we know who's got the ball, which is kind of cool. I might even try to do something like change the background color to make it even more cool. But I think I want to make it more svelte. You know, squish the appearance so that it's tinier. So like I have heights. I don't have any heights really set, and by default it's coming out to be yay big. I want it to be like yay big. And then I mean, maybe that's not good. I don't know, but I just feel like it's got too much dead space. Visually, it looks dead spacey. All right, well, guess we'll know momentarily. Where are we at? Nope, that file's not being found. It's like this football's not moving. In fact, I'm not sure how, but it broke this one. It's supposed to be moving back and forth. But now it doesn't move. It's like stuck. I don't know what to do with this. Because it's supposed to be visible and not visible each time. So that should at least be disappearing. Okay, well, that was a failed experiment. So there's something wrong with my file. I mean, I can't tell you exactly what the problem is, but there's something wrong with my file. Because I know it's there. I mean, I guess in theory I should be able to browse it, right? Okay, my football stopped moving. What the heck? What did I do to stop my football from moving? It's like it went from perfect, bouncing back and forth. Oh, you know, let's go see my, I have this output here. Let's stop this guy though. One of the first things it's going to do up here is, oh, here it is. Does this work? How would that be a next static media downs? I don't know. Can I browse that? Pretty sure that's not a thing. Oh, it is there. It's kind of weird, huh? It almost looks like this is a big block underneath it, but it's just the white border of the window. So what I'm hoping is to get this guy to show up right here. Oh, well, now it's bouncing around. Or is it? Oh, it's kind of bouncing around. 3rd and 13, 4th and 13, 1st and 10, 10 and 5. 1st and 10, they're moving. They're driving down. 3rd and 10, 4th and 7. Field goal's good, but he didn't get any points. Seattle got him. Okay, so there is score. It is moving again. My football works again. And my field is a valid item. So the problem is it just doesn't work. So maybe ChatGPT doesn't know how to render this correctly. I don't know. Let's go ask somebody else. Let's see if Claude's around. Knock knock, Claude. Claude, buddy. You around? I got a question for you, Claude. I know I was kind of using you this morning, but I don't suppose you have time for one last question tonight. Or have you gone to bed? Because I can't find you anywhere. Auth view, new tab, React, Java. Don't remember closing Claude, but arc. Hey, did you see the Broncos whooped the Raiders again? That's some good stuff right there. I know everybody's a Broncos fan, says me. I've decided everybody's a Broncos fan, so can't do anything about it. You're here, you're saying hi, you're visiting, voila, poof, magic. You've been infected with Bronco fanitis. Can't help it there. It's a contagious thing, so you're stuck with it now. How do I get this to work? I have validated the path, but the background image does not show, even though I can browse the file with no issue at that path, at the defined imported path. I've never actually put the text first. Let's see if that even works. Claude might go, what? You just gave me a bunch of text. I don't look at words after the fact. All right, solution 1, using inline. But I will say this, Claude can be long-winded. So putting lots and lots and lots. See, it just goes on and on and on. It's like, wow. You know what it is? Claude's like, this looks right. I don't know, but all these things could be a problem. Move your image to the public folder in your React project. What is with this project folder? I have a image shown in a previous line that is in the same directory, and it works perfectly. Solution using require. I mean, I guess there is the option of just trying to path it out. Okay, how did it know? All I did was give it this piece. How did it know it was in here? Um, that's kind of weird. I know your system, man. I am a computer. I have dialed into your computer and checked where that file is. I know exactly. You know, I will tell you, these AIs are almost creepy in their understanding sometimes of what you're doing. I mean, yes, I use a lot of pretty descriptive variables, but I gotta say, still a little interesting how they're able to define exactly what I'm doing from it. It's like I don't have the word overtime anywhere on my thing, and it says, "Oh, when you're trying to figure out overtime, this is what you should be doing." It's like, how did you know that was overtime? It's like, I mean, I was doing quarters, and then I did some measurements to get a fifth quarter, and it says, "Oh, this is the overtime calculation." Like, yes, but how did you know that? You've got me creeped out, man. How'd you do that? I don't remember telling you how I did that. That's what I was doing. All right. Well, here goes try number 27. I know I've hit my limit again, but the stubbornness does rear its ugly head sometimes. We'll try this require stuff. I don't know. Maybe the background reference doesn't want to work. Who knows? I am going to do the old... Now, I probably shouldn't have had to do that because that's really not even, it's not even a normal code reference. And then we'll just have to see what this returns. If I can get a football field on there, that'd be super cool. And if I could get an icon moving back and forth, that'd be even cooler. And have some other images, like have an icon, maybe of a snapper moving up and down the field. And then whenever it's a pass, have a quarterback in a passing position appear. And then when it's a run, have a running back. I don't know. I'm getting all these ideas in my head of things to try, things to do. Right now, I can't even get my background image to show up. So I might be like, yeah, I'm getting what they say, the cart before the horse. I don't even have my cart in the right position right now. I got this cart with all these ideas in it, but the horse is falling behind. Oops, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? That didn't work. Module not found. Can't resolve this. Oh, you know what? It didn't know where it was. I thought it knew, but it didn't know. It thinks that was my, like, URL, but really what that was not that. This is the item. It's supposed to be in there. Hey, did you see that? I go like this, and it gives me a picture of my file I'm trying to get to show. That's even more proof. I didn't know it did that. That's slick. That's kind of a cool thing. All right, so let's try this again. See if it works when I do this, or if it's just gonna continue to wig out on me. Nope. It's always so stubborn about taking my changes. Alright, so now I gotta do this. Man, well, let's just put it this way. If it doesn't work, because it doesn't work, I'm going to bed. But if it doesn't work because I have the wrong value or some stupid thing, then I keep trying to tweak it. So like, oh, that's a quick fix. That was my fault. That's a quick fix. That was my fault. That's not a quick fix. I don't know what the heck happened there. And then I'm going to bed because I'm going to have to solve that one tomorrow. That's the problem. I always have the things that are my fault in there. And then I'm like, oh, no. Sometimes, it keeps giving me new ideas. And I'm like, I keep trying them. I mean, it's a try again thing, especially when you're learning the code. But even then, I mean, look how many different ways I had to write this application just to get it to do what it's doing. And getting, okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to do a React tip with regards to getting values to render in a loop, because it's really quite difficult. And the way you do it is see, look, it doesn't show up. Everything's working. Mostly. Like I said, I still got to figure out why my scores aren't swapping sides. I aren't going to the right team. But besides that point, all right. I don't know why my background ain't showing up. There's got to be something going on I'm missing with my background. Maybe it's not big enough. I don't know. Let's do one. I got to ask one more question before I go to bed. Can you see in this code why all the scores, why all but the negative, why most of the scores, even those that should be going to the team on the left, total of team 1 total score, are going to the one on the right, team 2 total score. Oh,
No, I didn't do that.
oh good, it didn't actually go. Oh, did I hit my limit? Is that why? Ah, you're stupid. See, it's telling me to go to bed. I think that's what it meant. Claude only lets you do like a handful of things a day, so unless you're paying out the nose for it. And my nose has nothing to give. I've got a cheapskate nose. And a poor one to boot. All right, well, I have some info to work with tomorrow. It doesn't quite fully understand how that works. It's kind of a complicated thing, but essentially what it comes down to is so I got team 1 total score, team 2 total score, so we're good there. What it comes down to is I have this logic in here that determines who's going to get the score, right? So we add the new score value to the old score value for team 1 and team 2. Team 2 gets the team 2 new score, and the team 1 gets the team 1 new score. Theoretically, those should be getting, they get reset back to 0 before we ever calculate them, so there's no carryover, no anything. And what this has to do is, okay, so if the current team with possession is team, say for example it's team 1, so we start off checking for who's got the ball. Who's the team with possession? Team 1. If it's a positive score that occurred, we're giving it to team 1. If it's a negative score that exists, a negative score that occurred, which means the defense scored. Either they got a safety on you, or they intercepted and ran it back for into the end zone. Now, yes, we mark it to be a turnover, but see, it was assuming that turnover was part of this stuff. Turnover does not toggle yet who the team with the ball is. That just notifies the system that we're going to flip on the next play. The next play, it's another team. So we're not actually calculating that. So really all we're doing is trying to see who gets this score. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's all that matters. Team with possession has no bearing at all, other than the fact that we need to know who it is at this point. And we're not calculating it anymore. We're just giving the right team the right score. So I don't understand what's happening here. So I got to kind of fiddle-faddle McFiddle-foo with that at some point. And what I might even... Yeah, I gotta do something. Something's got to change. And I may even start changing my text. I want to insert where it says team 1 or it says team or whatever. I have to insert like Broncos, put in their score thing. And I'd like to start doing other cool stuff with it. Like, break up the output and make it say, bold letters, Broncos, touchdown, the key elements get bolded so you can see what's happening. But that's all later. I don't need to do that now. Till next time. Thanks for checking it out, man. Be sure you follow. Be sure you subscribe. And hey, let me know what you think about this kind of project that I'm doing. I know, comments are always appreciated. I understand some people prefer when they don't watch programming. I get it. Hopefully it'll start coming out kind of cool and people start seeing what it does. And if you're a football fan, American football, it will be appealing to you. I'm eventually going to try to put more and more stuff into it to where we can start having some interaction with it. I can start putting some coaching rules in there eventually. And then also I'm going to start doing some work once I get it prettied a little bit, because I just want it to kind of be an appealing thing to look at while I'm testing it. And that's why I'm doing right now, kind of giving it a little flair if I can. I want to, there's something there, right? So there's some solution that's going to work. I don't know what it is yet. To get my image onto the screen. I do want to actually do a number of other things too. I want to start being able to add some features where my viewers can interact with it. Put their name in, throw a pass, throw a run. Just let them control. Take a little bit of an overtake of what it currently does. And I'm hoping that with that interaction will be kind of cool. Hey, if you like to see these kind of projects and you want to help me continue to do them, backing support is always awesome too. Like if you want to help out with Patreon, with my Patreon link, or I think I even have a Stream Elements that you can help out with through PayPal, and or tipping. I don't even know how all that works, but I have it set up. I don't know if I've never actually tried it myself. If you're interested in maybe some merch of some of these images that I've created, let me know, because I'm thinking about maybe doing that. If you're into miniatures at all, go check out the Mage Cage at AM Games Direct. It's you want to know what they do, what they are. They're interconnectable, expandable, transportable, displayable, wall mountable display case for your miniatures, like D&D, Warhammer, and any one of the other umpteen games out there that have minis. I actually buy board games specifically with minis in them, and then I put colored rings on them so I know that they belong to the same game, and I can grab them when I need them. So I can mount them and display them because they have mounting holes in the back. I have a big wall of just my own cases up there that I put minis in because I love them. That's why I created them. You can see what they do exactly and how cool they really are if you go to Active Minds Games at YouTube and Instagram. You'll see some videos and pictures accordingly. What they do, how they work. Got me in there explaining them in a lot of cases. If you want to be part of the Kickstarter when we get some more X cases, which we're pretty low on, if not mostly out of most of them, go to Facebook and follow us on Facebook, Active Minds Games. That's Minds with an S. And tell us how much you want to be part of that Kickstarter. I really want to launch it. I really do, but we got to get enough followers who are interested. We always got to tap in. We're hoping to get 800 followers before we launch. It's going to be a big one because we're going to make a bigger case. There's some cool inserts, all kinds of great stuff for that Kickstarter. But it's down the road, and that needs your help. And I wouldn't mind your help either. I'd be very appreciative as I'm trying to figure out how the next phase of my life is going to go with God's will, hopefully being with me. I'll be able to find a way to resolve this current financial situation that I have going, and hopefully it'd be a way I can do it through serving you guys, making stuff that you kind of like, games, playing games, doing stuff, eventually putting more time into that. I'm putting a lot of time into it now, but I mean, just hopefully I can make a game that's actually kind of cool, and maybe you want to be part of that. Let me know. Comments everywhere. Comments on Twitch. Comments on YouTube. I have all these videos are on YouTube too. You can go there and comment on my videos there, and I appreciate it all. Thank you guys. Until next time, take it easy.